So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to your own book reading session. So, how many of you are enjoying Power and Relationships? Are you writing gratitudes for your close relationships, for your all kinds of relationship every day? Yeah? How are you feeling? Are you feeling something different for those people whom you have already written for? No.
हम बोल तो मैं देती let anybody else also speak तब एक रहते हैं दोनों.
I want responses who have not spoken.
Yeah, actually I'm feeling wonderful. मैंने तो आज सबके gratitudes लिखे. जैसे कल का जैसे मैं मम्मा के घर गई थी, my parents-in-law gave me permission to go. I thanked them. Obviously it's a big deal that they allowed
Hmm.
me, huh?
Hmm.
ठीक है. They never say no to me, but still if I'll be grateful, it'll move ahead, right? This is
Yes.
also a blessing. I've seen many girls who haven't gone since 6, 7 months to their home, to
Hmm.
their mama's house. So I'm blessed with that.
Wow. Yes.
My husband to drop and pick me up, and that is also a blessing.
Yes. Yes, definitely. It all depends how much we acknowledge, in things in our life. So it could be a small thing, but it's really a big thing to visit your parents very often. Yeah. Wow. So yes, anybody else? Or shall we start reading? I mean, I want to know that uh, whether this concentrated way of doing it is really working. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling different from the normal magic book? Are we able to practice more gratitude for our
Yes,
relations?
yesterday I was
Yes,
about to share, but because when you were like doing the gratitude, the session ended, right?
Yeah.
Actually, when the money magic was going on, the day I took the session, I shared one thing. Remember that I got a call.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Actually, I got one more student in that money magic
Oh,
week.
wow. Great, great. So
US
yes,
US students. So early morning
wow,
4 a.m. Next 3 days also.
very good. So yes, money is coming to me. Money is coming to me from different ways.
Thank you for
Wow.
this constant gratitude
Yes.
sessions.
Thank you for
yes, for
sharing.
me, for me, the relationship is working awesome. I
Wow.
had very good talk on Sunday actually. Spent very good time on WhatsApp, calling with family and
Mm,
the people whom I was actually missing from some time. So it was
mm,
really wonderful.
wow. Good. Good. Yes, it works. When we don't have any negative feelings for the other person, the other person changes automatically. And they will talk like, they will always give you blessings on calls, and you will feel like, wow, there has been something incredible which has happened to the other person. So yes, it works really well, wonders. So yes, so we were reading yesterday that gossip. We were reading about gossip. Yeah, gossip is sticky. We should not talk about someone. Yeah, because when we talk about someone, we are harming ourselves. We are harming the other person. We are also harming the third person. Also means mostly we are harming ourselves and the negative, and the person whom we are talking to. So we should never get into gossips. The other is that our reaction chooses. So whatever happens in our life, what reaction we are giving to a situation is deciding what will happen in our life next. So our reaction, our feelings determine that what is going to happen next. So you can change any negative situation in your life, but you can't change it with bad feelings. You have to react differently to the situation, because if you keep reacting negatively, your bad feelings will magnify and multiply the negativity. When you give good feelings, the positivity magnifies and multiplies. Even if you can't imagine how a particular situation can change into something positive, it can. The force of love always finds a way. So when we have situations in our life, we are continuing to keep we are always giving bad feelings to that particular situation. Maybe it's a argument with your family member, or it's your conversation with your manager, or it's your conversation with any colleague or anything. It's a negative situation, and we are continuously giving it bad feelings. How? First, we will think about why he or she said something. Then we will discuss that thing with someone else. And then we keep on reacting negatively to whatever situation has happened. Yeah. What we are doing, we are actually multiplying the negativity. It happens or not? Tell me. You feel bad? And then you talk about someone about that situation, not only one, sometimes two or three also. Whosoever you call, you will tell about that negative incident. Whomsoever you call, and then what happened today, what happened today, he's like that, he's like that. So what we are doing here, we are gossiping, we are magnifying bad feelings for that situation, and we are not helping it. Actually, we are not trying to change it. We are we are diving into it more and more. So when you give good feelings, the positive, so we can change any negative situation, but with good feelings only, by shifting our mood, by changing the topic how we feel, by listening to something nice. Yeah, the positivity magnifies and multiplies. Even if you can't imagine how a particular situation can change into something positive, you cannot think how it will happen. Again, how force of love will find the way. Force of love will find the way for you. I need to go for a second, okay?
Anybody of you practiced that coming out of the negative situation?
Yes. Sorry. Actually, we come and kids are very, very hungry. So that's why. Anyway, so force of love will always have a way to keep you out of that negative situation, to take you out of that negative situation. So you don't have to worry how it will happen. Okay. So next. So this was all about your reaction chooses it. Yes. So love is a shield. To take the power, so love is a shield. So you are creating a shield around you by the force of love. How? To take the power out of other people's negativity and not be affected by it. Remember the magnetic fields of feelings surrounding each person. There is a field of love, joy, happiness, gratitude, excitement, passion, and a field for every good feeling. So I don't know how many of you know about it, but this book is telling you a very important thing, that every person in this world has a shield around them, which is made up of their feelings. It's called aura. Okay, if you are a positive person, if you are most of the time in happiness, in joy, in gratitude, in love, in excitement, in every good feeling, you surround yourself with a positive aura. Okay, and if you are person who is always talking about you know negative thing, like he's always angry or is always frustrated, hating someone, taking revenge, there is also a field of anger, discouragement, frustration, hate, desire for revenge, fear, and a field of every negative feeling. Okay, so if you want that there should be no negative things that should affect your life, like people say evil's eye. Yeah, people say that, nazar lag jayegi and all that. So people who have a very positive aura, that means they always surround themselves with positive things, with good thoughts, good feelings, always in happiness, always in gratitude. Any negative thing, any evil's eye cannot affect them, cannot touch them because their aura is so strong. I don't know how many of you have felt that, but have you felt ever that you meet someone and suddenly, even after meeting them or talking to them or being in their house for some time, you feel so amazing. You feel so positive. You feel so empowered. But there are also kind of people whom you meet for a minute or two or for 5, 10 minutes and you cannot take them. You feel like your energy is draining. You feel like you cannot take them for more than half an hour, say. You feel tired while talking to them. Does it happen to you? Have you ever felt like that?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes.
So it's those kind of people who have negative aura. Negative aura means sucking aura. They have a very negative kind of aura. Of course, aura means the shield around you. Yeah, and there are people who make you so happy just by meeting them, just by their touch, maybe, just by a small hug, or maybe your handshake or anything, because their aura is very strong. Positive aura is strong. Okay, so a person surrounded by a magnetic field of anger doesn't feel good at all. So if you come into their presence, they will most likely direct their anger at you. They don't mean to harm you, but they can't see anything good when they are looking at the world through their field of anger. Yeah, there are people who are always angry. Without any reason, they are always in a angry mood. So when they are having a field of anger, they are looking at everything in a way like, for example, you can imagine that aura as your glasses, yeah, eyeglasses that you wear, and you think that that person is seeing you from the field of anger. So when he's seeing you with a field of anger, what he will do? He'll shout at you. He'll try to direct their anger on you because this is what they have. Yeah, all they can see are things that anger them. But because they can only see anger, they're likely to get angry and hurl anger at the person they see, often a loved one. Does this situation sound familiar? And it mostly happens to loved ones only. So what happens is, I heard somewhere, or I don't know, maybe in some session or something, I heard that anger is not something which comes. Anger is something which we do. How? Like, do you get angry on your boss ever? Like your boss is saying you have to do this today only, and you say like, okay, okay, I will do it. You want to go back and say, and you're angry, but you'll never show your anger to your boss. Instead, when you go home, you show your anger to your family members, often a loved one, because you choose to be angry. You choose to be angry, and that person who is surrounded by a field of magnetic field of anger never feels good. Never feels good. So this is an example of the aura which that person has surrounded himself with by only thinking of situations to be angry about. Now, if you're feeling fantastic, the force of your magnetic field creates a shield that no negativity can penetrate. And so it won't matter what negativity anyone hurls at you, it cannot touch you. And it will bounce right off your feeling field without affecting you at all. So it depends on you how much you have, created your magnetic field around you so that no negativity can penetrate. Yeah, are you getting it? Because the more you're happy, the more you're
Yes.
grateful, the more you're thank you, Smriti. The more you're joyful, you will create an aura around you, magnetic field around you, similar to a magnetic field which we created for money. You remember? We created for money that the more we will, give gratitude to money, the more love we'll give to we'll attract an aura where money will come to us and stick to us and not go out of that aura. Similarly, we create a positive aura around us, and it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of practice to create that aura around you. Like what we read, what we have heard, keeping yourself in the positive zone, in the above the line feelings for 51% of the time. That means 13 hours in the day. 13 hours in the day, every day. On the other hand, if a person hurls something negative at you and you feel what they say, then you know that your feelings must have dropped because the negativity broke through your feeling field. That is your feeling field. Okay. So there's only one thing to do if this happens, and that is to find an excuse to politely walk away so you can restore yourself with good feelings. So someone says something and you feel that feelings have dropped. We have read this again and again, again and again, and she's repeating it every time when she's talking about some or the other topic, that when whatever happens, whatever situation happens, someone shouting at you or someone saying something which you don't like, and you feel that your feelings have dropped. So in this case, she's talking that this negativity has broke through your feeling field. Yeah. So what you have to do, you have to find an excuse to politely walk away so you can restore yourself with good feelings. Again, using the mood shifters. Two negative fields multiply at a rapid rate when they come into contact with each other, and no good can ever come of it. Why she's talking about two negative fields here? The person who is having a negative aura, a person who is talking to you in something maybe rude manner, or not, or criticizing you, or complaining about you, or doing or saying something which you don't like, that person is having a negative aura. Now, it has also seeped into your aura, and it has made you feel bad. So now, two negative fields, if they multiply, what they will do, there'll be no good coming out of it. So you must find an excuse to politely walk away for some time. You will know this from your own life experience. Two negative fields together are not a pretty sight. Okay. Muddy water let stand becomes clear. Lao Tzu, founder of Taoism. I never understood, this thing that whenever I had an argument before reading these books, whenever I had an argument, maybe with my partner or someone, I would want a conversation right away. And I wanted things to be clear at that moment. And I never thought of, finding an excuse and going out of that situation. Never. But I now understood that once I walk away, or once I become quiet, muddy water, let stand, becomes clear. So it settles down in a while. It always settles down in a while because at that moment, both of them are having a negative aura. Both of them are having, negative feelings or emotions or whatever. And when you're discussing again and again that topic, it will not have any better outcome. Better outcome. Are you getting it? Does it make any sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So find an excuse, be with yourself, do something nice, and you won't believe that person will realize or you will realize, but things will become okay in some time. It will be fine rather than, going it further and further and further and discussing it. So Again, coming back to our own aura. When we have a strong aura, when we have a strong aura, when we are most of the times keeping ourselves in the positive zone, if he or she says something, we won't be affected. So this was the case then that we were affected. So when we have been affected, we have to do this. But most of the time, we have to have such an aura that we are not affected. We listen, okay, and then just ignore it. Okay, let it be. Yeah. If you're feeling sad, disappointed, frustrated, or any negative feeling, then you're looking at the world through that feeling field, and the world will look sad, disappointing, or frustrating to you. You cannot see anything good through a field of bad feelings. Not only is your negative field attracting more negativity to itself, but you will never see your way out of any problem until you change the way you feel. Okay? Just I will complete this sentence. Changing the way you feel is easy compared to running around trying to change the circumstances of the outside world. All the physical action in the world cannot change the situation. Change your feelings and the outside circumstances will change. So, what she's trying to say here is that when you are in a negative feeling, when you are looking at the world with that feeling, everything around you will seem to be not in your favor. Not in your favor. You will not be able to think of any solution until you change your feeling, until you change how you're feeling, because you are not in a position to change the circumstance of the outside world. Can you do it? Whatever you do, it takes a lot of effort, and sometimes it never happens. Most of the times it never happens that you can change the circumstances of the outside world. You cannot, right? That is not your area that you have any control over. What you have control over? Your feelings. Change your feelings and the outside circumstances will change. This is what you have to do. You have to change yourself, not the outside circumstances. And it is easy. It is very, very easy to do that because that is in your control. You cannot control other person's behavior, other person's way of saying anything, other person's words. You cannot do that. But what you can do, you can change your feelings. Is it clear? Otherwise, we will go back to this page. So this is a human having this aura around. So there are circles. Can you see the circles here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So many circles. So I heard in the session when ma'am was telling this about this chapter that for one circle, for creating one circle, it takes a lot of effort, lot many hours to be in a positive zone. When, say for example, she also gave this example, but I'm not sure whether this is 13 hours or what. But she said that it takes 13 hours of positivity, joyfulness, gratitude, everything to develop one circle around you. Okay. And then 13 hours more for the second one. And then 13 hour more for the third one. And then 13 hour more for the fourth one. And it takes just 5 minutes to lose everything. How? You have been working so hard since many days. You're doing gratitude, you're trying to keep yourself in positive zone, and you're so happy, joyous in gratitude. Every day you are consciously writing, waking up in the morning, doing lot of efforts to create an aura around you. And now, by somehow you have created one or two circles around you of positive aura. And now what happens is that someone in your office says something which you don't like. Maybe something, a serious mistake someone does. And you say, How you have done that? This is so disgusting. How can you behave like this? You are such a senior guy, and I cannot expect this from you, and you're shouting. Your aura is gone. Your aura is gone within 30 seconds because you have reacted in a way which was so negative. So it is very, very important that you keep yourself calm and think of your aura before you react negatively to any situation. Are you getting it? This is what I heard from ma'am, and this is what I am delivering. But it's true because she was talking about someone who is very uh, professional in these auras and magnetic fields, and she learned it from someone. So I learned it from her, and I'm delivering it to you. But it makes a little bit of sense. Are we here with me?
Yes, I felt that.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, so it takes a lot of effort to create a positive aura around you, to create an aura which is a shield, which is protecting you from any evil's eye or negativity or anything, which cannot affect you unless you lose your power, unless you lose your you lose your positive aura by being negative or by reacting negative to situations. Okay, so we have to change our feelings so that we can come out of anything which is negative, and try more and more, more and more, more and more to do what you love to listen to what you love to do, to speak what you love to watch what you love to do, to eat what you love to do, and give love around you. The more you do this, the more you will expand your aura, and you will attract more good people in your life, more people who will make you happy, joyous, exciting, amazing. Okay? So the power is from within, but we cannot receive it unless we give it. Charles Handel, New Thought author. Yeah? So unless we give it means unless we give good feelings, unless we give love to others, we cannot receive it. The power. So power is inside us. Inside us. What we have to give? We have to give love. The more we give love, the more we expand our aura. Okay? So when someone is surrounded by a magnetic field of joy, you can feel their joy touch you from across the room. People who are popular and who have magnetic personalities are simply people who feel good most of the time. The field of joy that surrounds them is so magnetic that it draws everybody and everything to them. Yeah, it happens with many people. Like we meet them in a meeting room or we meet them in a party, and we can feel that, joy coming out of them, and we want to talk to them, and we feel so attracted because they are having such a magnetic personality. It happens, right? Most of these speakers, training speakers I have seen, have really good positive aura because they have been practicing a lot. Yeah. So, yes. So, the more you give love and feel good, the more magnetic your field becomes, and the more it expands, drawing everything and everyone you love to you. Imagine that. Wow. So, what you have to give? You have to give love and feel good. Every in whole book the power, how to increase your power, how to harness your power, is only one way: give love and feel good. Give love, feel good. Give love to money, give love to people around you, give love in your relationship, and feel good. So there are methods how you can do it, but the funda is this only: learn it and apply it in your life. Okay. Yes. So love is the power. We have 9 minutes. We can read a little bit more. Okay. So love is the power that connects everything. When all the people in the world love one another, then the strong will not overpower the weak, the many will not oppress the few, the wealthy will not mock the poor, the honored will not disdain the humble, and the cunning will not deceive the simple. These are the words by Mozi, Chinese philosopher. Yeah, if everyone imagine a world where people are not jealous of each other, they are just being very nice to each other, then what will happen? There won't be any, overpowering. Strong will not overpower the weak. Yeah, rich will not overpower the poor people. And yes, everyone will love each other. Everyone will be in sympathy, harmony, love, affection, kindness. They will be helping each other in terms of money, maybe in terms of helping other person on the road, anything. But the world will be so nice because love is the power that connects everyone around us. And why there are so many negative people, negative things which are happening? Because there is a lack of love. It's the lack of love which is creating all the negative things in this world. It's not hatred, it's lack of love. Because love is like a light. Love is like a light. Like if we switch off, then it will be dark. There is no darkness in itself. Darkness is absence of light. Similarly, hatred is absence of love. So, love is your light. Yeah. So, in this way, if we talk about people, why there are crimes, why people are not behaving right in this way to each other, because there is lack of love. So, what will happen if there is love all around? World would be a beautiful place to live in. There wouldn't be any cheatings to people. Everyone would be so humble, nice, caring, kind. This is a kind of world that universe imagined, but things have gone very, very, very wrong. Yeah. So you have opportunities every day to give love to other people through your good feelings. When you feel happy, it is your guarantee that you will be giving positivity and love to whomever you come into contact with. When you give love to anyone, the love will return to you, but in a far greater way than you may have realized. Okay, so you have to start your circle of giving love. You have opportunities every day. Yes, we read in the starting also that whomsoever you come into contact with, give them a nice good morning, smile on them. Why to behave like you go to your office and you like going to your desk and just start working, not smiling, not doing anything. What is this? You whosoever you're meeting, you can say with a smile, good morning, how are you? This is a kind of circle you're starting, and this is your opportunity every day to give love to the other people through your good feelings. Always. Maybe to the bus driver, maybe to cab driver who is dropping you, say thanks and give that thanks in a way that you can say that why you are thankful. Just say, for example, you're saying thank you to your driver. You're just saying, throwing away thank you, or you're saying thank you so much for a safe and nice drive and very fast also. Thank you so much. See you later. In this sentence, and just saying thank you, what is the difference? You will see that brightness in their eyes when you say thank you to them. So it's your opportunity to make your life better. How? When you start a circle of giving love, it will return to you in a far greater way than you may have realized. Okay? So when you give love to another person, if your love affects the other person so positively that they can give love to someone else, then no matter how many people are positively affected, no matter how far your love travels, all that love comes back to you. Not only do you receive back the love you gave to the original person, You receive all the love back from everyone who was affected. And the love returns to you dressed as positive circumstances, positive people, and positive events in your life. So, what she's saying, say you gave love to one person. Okay, maybe for example, giving love means giving good feelings, your gratitude. Okay, don't misunderstand it. You have to go and hug them or kiss them or give. No, love is giving good feelings. Say for example, you say thank you with love to the bus driver. Now that bus driver will be so happy that when he will go home, he will also express his love to his family members. Say when he goes to the other stop, he may give to the other person, and then that family member goes to office and gives to some other person, and that love, that feeling of love travels across one, two, three, four, and multiplies. Okay, and then what happens is, not only do you and all that love you have started, it comes back to you because it's a circle. Okay, it's a circle, and it will be, and you will receive it back through various good circumstances. You may get a promotion, you may get an increment, you may get a party, you may get some good people in your life, you may get a anything could happen. So it could be anything. So it's your opportunity every day to start giving love to people around you. Okay, so we will stop here now and we'll start from here tomorrow. And we will do gratitude now. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening. Are we understanding it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. I hope everyone is enjoying. We are not able to get any feedbacks from anyone because we have very less time. Please share in the group how are you feeling, how your life is changing in terms of money, in terms of relationship. Please do share, okay? And let's do gratitude now. We have 1 minute left. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for a beautiful and amazing life. Thank you for the morning sunrise. Thank you for the moon, for the stars, for the beautiful sky we see early morning. Thank you for my bed that I can sleep very nicely. Thank you for all the money I have been given throughout my life. Thank you for all the bills that I'm able to pay. Thank you for the luxury. Thank you for the food I can buy. Thank you for all my relations, all my siblings, sister, my parents, my children, my brothers, everyone who is giving love. Thank you to my colleagues, my manager, everyone who is making my life so easy, so nice, so comfortable. Thank you to my laptop, my headphones, Wi Fi, Zoom, internet, and everyone here to be in this session to learn together. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashmin ma'am, for telling us so beautifully. Thank you, Rhonda man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being in this
Thank you.
beautiful journey. Thank you.